Allow me to introduce the knight, Sir Dancealot. A knight of the Round Table, so named because he liked to prance a lot. This is the story of how our knight saved the day, using not his sword, but classical ballet. And it wasn't just ballet that our brave hero craved. There was tap, contemporary, jazz, flamenco, and the Mexican wave. His feet never stopped moving, his knees in constant plie, his spirit fingers wiggled, and his chest would crump all day. So while all the other knights were out saving damsels in distress,
I feel so used.
our own knight in shining armor practiced his two-step in a dress. Then one day he heard a cry. High in the tower next door.
Oh, it's all right.
He thought.
Another knight will rescue her for sure.
So he continued on with his pirouettes, doing 20 in a row. But the cries continued on, and to be frank, it disturbed his flow. You see, there'd been a spate of late of evil knaves locking princesses up in towers.
That was awesome, dude. Knock-off beer?
Yeah.
Sweet. Stiff parachute.
It was such a popular trend now. New turrets were being built every hour. Tower developers were raking it in. The knights just couldn't keep up. Each time they saved one princess, another one yelled down,
Yo, sup?
Saving damsels used to be so underground, and that's what made it cool. But now it's become so mainstream, they've even got a damsel saving school.
Ready? Oh!
So Sir Dancealot could think of nothing less he'd rather do than to waste his precious energy helping a princess slide down a flue. Alas, the weeping never stopped, and the wails became absurd. So Sir Dancealot finally responded to that vile racket that he heard. He grapevined across as best he could to the new development next door. The paint wasn't even dry. His shining suit was done for. He had to figure out a way to scramble up the side without staining his brand new suit with painted wet blue oxide. So he bent his knees in preparation for the extension of his pins. He thought about his toes, how his pirouette would spin. He combined the steps of different styles to create a force majeure. Not once did it ever cross his mind that perhaps he had delusions of grandeur. He stole the plie and the spin from ballet and from tap, and the quick crisscrossing of his legs was from that river dance crap. The flapping of his arms came from all that hip-hop pop and break, but the main thrust in flight came from his pelvis, from the rumba he did take. He added in the bobbing head of a 70s pogo punk, and capoeira featured when he bounced off a tree trunk, catapulting him directly through the window of the tower, landing at the maiden's feet, in his hands, a flower.
Hello?
He looked at her with surprise, for the maiden was best known within the princess dance world for her solo dance work titled Prone. Prone was a unique contemporary dance piece. It consisted of only one position, the maiden on her belly laying face down in submission. The piece itself was lauded, and the dancer duly praised. So she completely understood why Sir Dancealot was fazed. But what she didn't understand was why he'd bounced up the wall to save her. The steps to go up were just right there. It didn't make him any braver. Alas, Sir Dancealot did not know that our maiden was in rehearsal, practicing for her brand new show, which had been titled Reversal. Reversal was the sequel to the original show Prone. The princess simply turned on her back and wailed and cried and moaned. So what Dancealot heard as a cry for help was actually the beginning of her show, and he felt a little foolish now in front of his own idol and hero. But he didn't need to worry, because she was very smart. She used everything that happened in life as fodder for her art.
I can pirouette.
So now the show Reversal had 2 heroes in its story. It was no longer a solo, but featured 20 pirouettes. And our hero finally found his